my it's the done. I still got a lot of shit to learn, I'll admit it.
Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 11:07 a.m.
Thanks.
You bet.
Hi.
Hi again.
How are you today?
I feel alright. Did you know, when you do something nice for someone else, it can make you feel better too? I thought that was interesting.
Where did you hear that?
I don't know, I didn't recognize the voice.
Do you want to learn something new?
Sure, go ahead.
It's kind of fun to do the impossible.
It's kind of fun to do the impossible.
You got it.
Thanks, I'll be sure to remember that.
Hey Bright, I'm going to teach you a new object.
Alright, please show me the object. Done. What would you like me to remember that as?
Save that as arm.
Okay, I'll remember that as arm.
Okay, Bright, what is this?
Let me take a look. I think that is arm.
Hi, I'm Cannon. I build robots. Robots are great for learning tech skills, but there's no robot out there that can take you from being an absolute beginner to an experienced maker. Most robots either stop at the end of the assembly manual, or they limit you to the parts that they've created. That's why I made the Moorbot. It's a 3D printed robot ecosystem that is easy enough for a beginner to learn, but powerful enough to be a prototyping tool for any maker, entrepreneur, or innovator. Build a drone, automate your bathroom, make a robot that brings you a slice of pizza, make a robot that brings you more pizza. The point is, there's nothing you can't do with it. Your only limit is your imagination. All of our parts are modular and snap together. This means everything just works. You can mix and match any of our robot kits. This makes it easy for a beginner to get started quickly, but it also makes it quick for an experienced maker to prototype.
All of our parts are 3D printed and can be printed on almost any desktop 3D printer. Need a part that doesn't exist yet? We teach you to design and print your own parts to work with our ecosystem. This makes Moorbot the only platform that allows you to create new technology, not just consume it.
So where do you find our tutorials and part files? MakerPlace. It's like Netflix, but for makers. There, you can find our step-by-step tutorials that show you everything from how to build one of our robots to the skills necessary to design your own. We use video and high-quality pictures to make sure it's easy for you to learn. You can also find all of our part files, all the ones in your robots, and the ones that we haven't even sold in kits yet. That means you can always stay up to date with the parts in the robot ecosystem. Looking for inspiration? You can see our example projects. You can see what other makers have made, or even share your own creations with the world. This is where we foster a community of makers that are all about problem solving, in creating tools that all of us can use. Our robots use the powerful Arduino Uno microcontroller. It's like a tiny computer. It's easy to get started programming with the Arduino Create online editor. It even works with Chromebooks. Don't like the Arduino and want to use a Raspberry Pi? That's fine. We've designed mounts that let you add a Raspberry Pi to your robot. Or 6. We've also incorporated other popular electronics platforms like Littlebits and Microbit, and we're always adding more to the Makerplace. This isn't just another robot. It's an ecosystem of parts that can bring your ideas to life, backed by a community of makers and learners. Back us on Kickstarter and share this with every maker you know so that we can bring this idea to life, just like we'll enable you to do once it's backed.
Hi, I'm David Lang.
And I'm Eric Stackpole. We're here to tell you about OpenROV.
OpenROV is an open-source, remotely operated vehicle, or ROV, that can be controlled from the surface while relaying live video and other data to the operator as it flies. It weighs 2.5 kilograms and is about the size of a shoebox. That's small enough to test in your bathtub, yet large enough to add payloads like cameras and sensors. The intention of the project is to create an ROV that is low cost and easy enough for anyone to build, but that is still capable of doing relevant scientific research and exploration. OpenROV is propelled by 3 off-the-shelf brushless motors, 2 in the back which allow it to move forward and aft as well as turn, and 1 vertical thruster which allows the neutrally buoyant ROV to change depth. 2 battery packs on the bottom of the ROV provide it with around an hour and a half of runtime, as well as counterweight the thrusters and act as ballast. Between the battery packs is a payload bay, where up to 4 threaded rods spaced 50 millimeters apart can be inserted to accept a wide variety of payloads. Electronics for the ROV are contained in a single acrylic tube. Inside this tube, an onboard computer hosts live video from a webcam and sends commands to an Arduino microcontroller that interfaces with the motor controllers and other hardware on board. Because bulky tethers can significantly impede the agility of an ROV, we've developed a way to communicate 10BASE-T Ethernet data over a single twisted pair of wire using an off-the-shelf part. The entire interface for the ROV is hosted from the robot itself, so instead of installing software, you just plug the tether into your Ethernet port, log on to the ROV's IP address through Chrome or Firefox, and fly.
OpenROV is completely open source and open hardware, meaning we've published all the design, schematics, and code on the website and invite co-developers to help make it better. It's definitely a maker product at this point, but we think that by being an open hardware project and developing this with the community, that we can create an open source ROV that's capable of serious scientific research. We've come a long way. We still have a long ways to go. The next step is to get more of these open ROVs out into the wild, into the hands of makers and tinkerers around the world.
So far, we've driven the ROV down to depths of about 20 meters and have operated it in ocean water without encountering failure, but we're still unsure of exactly what it can do. Our goal is to crowdsource testing and development by making these kits available to people who want to help. We believe that ocean exploration shouldn't require a research grant. It should require curiosity. Although OpenROV is still a work in progress, we believe that what we're developing can revolutionize how underwater discoveries are made.
We're excited to have you as part of the adventure.
So check out the reward levels and let us know if you have any questions.
Thank you.